On the back of a successful Eifel Grand Prix weekend for Renault, the Enstone team was back at work on Tuesday in Barcelona for one of their most important filming days in recent memory. Two-time F1 world champion Fernando Alonso made his unofficial return to the sport on Tuesday for his first outing in the RS20, completing 100 kilometers of running over 21 laps around the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya. It was the first time Alonso had driven an F1 car since April of 2019, and his first time back in a Renault F1 car since his last stint with the team back in 2009. After the test, Alonso said, "It felt amazing to be able to drive these cars after 2 years and feel the speed again. How everything comes so fast, corner after corner, the performance under braking, and all the things a Formula 1 car has to offer. To feel it once again felt nice. I think the car was a nice surprise. We know the car is performing well at the last couple races, and I felt the grip and certainly good potential in it. It was certainly great to see Alonso back in an F1 car where he belongs, and he seems refreshed and ready to attack the 2021 season with full steam ahead." With Renault's recent podium at the Eifel Grand Prix, Daniel Ricciardo and the team were absolutely ecstatic to finally see all their hard work and progress pay off. But was the happiest team member actually Alonso, who was watching from afar? Ricciardo and Renault have been on a great run of form as of late, with Ricciardo finishing no lower than 6th place in his last 5 outings. Strong P4 results in Belgium and Tuscany eventually led to the big payoff at the Eifel Grand Prix, with Renault scoring their first podium since 2011. It shows the progress that Renault have made with their car and the stellar driving as well from Daniel Ricciardo. It was kind of a bittersweet moment, as obviously Ricciardo will be leaving the team for McLaren at the end of the season. But it's looking good at the moment for Daniel's successor, Fernando Alonso. This recent run of form for Renault is great news for Fernando, as it looks as though maybe for the first time in a decade, or maybe even in his career, Alonso has seemed to move to a team at the right time. Renault have vastly under-delivered since their return to the sport, and have also lost a lot of customers like Red Bull, AlphaTauri, and now McLaren along the way. The constant talk of Renault pulling out of the sport has gone in and out of news cycles in the past few years, but now as the team rebrands to Alpine for 2021, it looks as though this could be the start of something big and successful for Renault. Seeing as the 2021 regulations will remain roughly the same, Alonso could jump straight into the Alpine next year and actually bring the fight to the likes of Racing Point, McLaren, and maybe even Red Bull. 2021 is not the main focus, however, for Alonso and Renault, but what Ricciardo is showing this season is that the car is capable of battling for podiums and consistent top 5 finishes. Now you pass that car along to a 2-time world champion and one of the all-time greats of the sport, we could be in for a really fun season indeed for next season. The big changes that are coming will be in 2022, and they provide teams like Renault, Racing Point, and McLaren a chance to take the next step forward and begin competing for race victories and possibly even championships. If Renault continue their progress and get things right for 2022, Fernando Alonso could be in a great position to add to his tally of race victories and even world championships. It's not a guarantee though, however, as we saw the last big regulation change in 2014, only one team got it spot on and they dominated the sport ever since. So who knows? Maybe this time it will be Renault/Alpine who get all the ingredients together and return to their winning ways. When Renault announced Alonso's return to the team a few months ago, there were many mixed reactions amongst the F1 community about his return. A few questioned the purpose of Renault's driver academy when they skipped over a young talent for a 39-year-old veteran. No matter where you stand on Alonso's return, and I'm also curious to know what you think of Alonso's return, so when you're done watching this video, jump down in the comments below and let me know what you think of Fernando's return to Formula 1. I think having one of F1's all-time greats back in the sport is positive for everyone involved. At the end of the day, there are very few drivers in the world out there with more talent, knowledge, and experience than Fernando Alonso. What he brings to Renault is championship pedigree and a ruthless work ethic that will need to be matched by everyone at Enstone to satisfy Alonso's needs. They've had success together in the past, but this is a new era with many different team members and staff, so it will be a whole new challenge for the likes of Cyril Abiteboul and company. Alonso is a very strong personality which has done a lot of good for him in his career, but in the past it has also backfired for him at many times. Renault have found themselves in quite a unique situation in terms of their driver lineup. Losing a driver the caliber of Daniel Ricciardo is a huge blow to any other team on the grid, as there are not many other drivers of his talent that can replace him. That is, of course, unless you have a two-time world champion waiting in the wings to fill the Aussie's shoes. Ricciardo is a world championship caliber driver, but replacing him with Alonso is definitely an upgrade which should be a huge boost to the team. However, it is going to be a big ask of young talent Esteban Ocon to be able to handle the pressure of another elite teammate. So far in 2020, we've seen Ricciardo regularly outperform Ocon and lead Renault to big points hauls. To Ocon's credit, he has closed that gap a little bit as the season has gone on, but he still has quite a ways to go in order to match Ricciardo at every race weekend. And his task doesn't get any easier next year with Alonso lining up beside him. Fernando is one of the toughest teammates you could possibly have, and if you remember back to his second stint with McLaren, he absolutely crushed his younger teammate Stoffel Van Dorn in qualifying and put a stop to that young driver hype. Let's hope Ocon can deal with that Alonso pressure effectively, as Renault/Alpine will need both drivers fighting for maximum points against their main rivals. Renault have finally seemed to make that step forward that they've been desperately working towards in the past couple of seasons. So far, after 11 races, Daniel Ricciardo currently sits 4th in the driver's standings, with Renault only 6 points back of Racing Point for 3rd in the constructor's standings. It all seems to be coming together for Renault at a time when the midfield battle is as close as it has ever been. With Ferrari's brutal form in 2020, it's opened the door for a team like Renault to finish in the top 3 of the World Championship. So with his recent Ricciardo-Renault success, the question comes, is Daniel Ricciardo regretting his move to McLaren? Personally, I don't think he has made a mistake. I guess only time will tell whether he should have stayed at Renault or not, but he made a decision at the time that he thought was best for his career with limited amounts of knowledge. In the end, I really think it's a win-win situation for Ricciardo, as he's going to another team that is on the up and up in McLaren and is kind of evenly matched with Renault so far. Currently, McLaren are ahead of Renault in the constructor standings and have overall had a better season than Renault. When you look at McLaren, they've had both drivers score podium finishes this year, with Sainz only 1 place away from a race victory in Monza. I think Renault's success as of late has also had a lot to do with Daniel Ricciardo's talent. He's maximizing the potential of the car and its upgrades, and we've really seen the Ricciardo of old flourish in the last 5 races. So with that being said, I think that's going to carry on for Ricciardo when he goes to McLaren. He's a championship caliber driver, so I think he's going to raise McLaren's standards, just like he did here at Renault. At his short time at Renault, Ricciardo just didn't see enough from the team to warrant a further stay in Enstone. The car underperformed last year, and the team just fell short of Ricciardo's expectations. The big question will of course be answered in 2022 as to whether this move was a mistake or not. Between Ricciardo and Alonso, one of them will have hit the jackpot come 2022, but who will it be? Only time will tell, but it's an exciting time for these midfield teams who hopefully will have the chance to fight at the front with the new rules and regulations coming in. So what do you guys think? Which driver will get the last laugh? Will it be Alonso in Alpine or Ricciardo at McLaren? Jump down in the comments below and let me know who you think will get the better deal in the next couple of years, and also let me know what you're expecting from Fernando Alonso's second stint at Renault/Alpine for 2021 and beyond. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. Thanks for your support, guys, and we'll see you next time.